Good evening, I'm Dave Graber. The results are beginning to come in for the proposition that has been the center of attention all across the state for the past several months. The amendment that would allow 7 Las Vegas-style casinos to be built in New York, 2 in the southern tier, and could mean the addition of some 10,000 jobs all across the state. Now, as you can see, with just about half of the precincts reporting, we'll have a graphic in just a second, a little bit about this Proposition 1. Again, 7 Las Vegas casinos that are expected to be erected in the entire state. 2 of them could be in the southern tier. We're having a little bit of a problem with that graphic, but let me tell you a little bit in the meantime why this issue is so meaningful locally. The proposition includes languages, as I said, about the casinos in the southern tier. Once again, here is the graphic. As you can see now, that issue across the state is gaining quite a bit of support, with 77% of the precincts reporting. Again, we will have more on this on our website at WBNG.com. Once again, why the issue has received so much interest locally is because so far the interest for those casinos has largely come from Jeff Garral, the owner of Tioga Downs. Now, if Prop 1 is approved tonight, and it looks like all intents and purposes it will be, he is awarded, could be, one of the 2 local casino licenses. Now, Garral said that if that is the case, he'll add up to 200 jobs for a planned $60 to $70 million expansion. Now, that plan would include an indoor parking garage, a hotel with 143 rooms, a convention center, and the expansion, of course, of the gambling area to make room for table games such as poker, blackjack, and baccarat. Now, we have results of the other 5 propositions on our website, WBNG.com. Well, the race for Binghamton mayor has been a contentious one from the beginning, but it is now over as City Council President and Democrat Terry Renia conceded her campaign to former Deputy Mayor, Republican, and your next mayor of Binghamton, Rich David. Now, the results are nearly final, with the last check at 97% of these precincts reporting. You see right there, Rich David is leading Terry Renia by close to 500 votes. Let's hear now from Rich David, who's standing by with our Perry Russell at the Republican Watch Party at Terracotta. Perry.
Dave, the music is still bumping right here, but this party is slowly dwindling down. People are exiting left and right. But here, to my right, is Mayor-elect Rich David. Rich, right as you're announced as the winner, one of the city council members came over and handed you this green lapel pin. What does it mean for you now to now represent this city, that pin, that crest of this great city?
Well, this pin right here is actually one that has been in my drawer at home for 8 years. It's the pin that I had when I was working at City Hall. So I brought it out tonight. It was in my pocket, and after the results came in, I proudly put it on because I'm fortunate enough to have the privilege of being elected as the 50th mayor of the city of Binghamton.
This must be all surreal for you right now. You're working with Mayor Bucci a couple of years ago, but now you will be sitting in the same seat that he did. Has it clicked yet that you will be the next mayor of this city?
It has, and as happy and as honored and as humbled as I am tonight, you know, the city of Binghamton faces very serious challenges. So, you know, while tonight is the end of a very long and rewarding journey, really the work begins tomorrow, not on January 1st. We're going to begin the transition team. I can tell you right now that I've already heard from Mayor Ryan and Council President Renia. I've appreciated the fact that they've already reached out to me, and I'm confident that both of them want to work in a spirit of cooperation.
All right, Mayor-elect Rich Dave, congratulations on tonight. Now we're going to send it over to Jillian Marshall, who's with Terry Renia.
Thanks, Perry. I'm here at the DoubleTree in Binghamton, where the Democratic Watch Party is dying down. Just a little bit over a half an hour ago, Democratic candidate Terry Renia conceded, and she joins us now live. Terry, thank you.
Certainly.
How do you feel right now?
You know, it's over. I'm proud of the race we ran, and obviously, sorry the results weren't different, but you know, I think we did fine, and we ran a good, clean campaign, and I congratulate my opponent.
Now, as City Council President, you will have to work with Rich David in the future. How do you see that relationship going?
You know, Rich and I ran a campaign that was not, you know, it wasn't ugly, it wasn't negative, we weren't attacking each other, and I'm, you know, I think we both knew that we were going to have to work with each other one way or the other, and so, you know, I think it'll be fine. I think we certainly have different views, but I certainly have different views from the current administration, so I'm not used to being on that side of the table. I mean, I am used to it, so it'll all be fine.
Now, throughout your campaign, you were talking about how you wanted to be a role model for women and especially your daughters. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. I think it's just really important for young women especially. We need to get them more involved in this process. We are, 51% of the population, and it's important that our voices be heard. It's still, it's still a battle. Women in the political process, it's still an uphill battle. And we certainly have some tremendously strong women leaders, and I wanted to just show my daughters and other young women that this is something that's achievable. And I think I set a good example for them, and I hope maybe one of them will choose to follow me into public service. It's very rewarding.
All right. Well, Terry, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Live in Binghamton, Jillian Marshall. Back to you, Dave.
All right, Jill, thanks very much. Well, the votes are in for Johnson City's mayor, the race between incumbent Greg Deemy and Barrett Esworthy. Now, all of the precincts in Johnson City are back, and the incumbent, Greg Deemy, has handily beat Barrett Esworthy by more than 1,100 votes, as you see there. This will be Deemy's first full 4-year term. Of course, he was appointed and then elected to fill the unexpired term of former Johnson City Mayor Dennis Hannon. In fact, let's hear from Mayor-elect Greg Deemy, who's standing by once again with our Perry Russell downtown. Perry.
Yeah, Dave, 4 more years for Mayor Greg Deemy. I'm joined with him right now. Mayor Deemy, long week, long process with this whole entire campaign. How tired are you right now?
Not very tired right now. I think the adrenaline's still there. It's starting to go away, but pretty excited right now. But I'm sure once I get home tonight, I'll feel good and tired.
What can the people of Johnson City expect from you for these next 4 years?
As I've said before, the same thing that we've been doing for the last year and a half, last 3 years since I became a trustee. Working hard for the people of the village, working towards getting, cutting back on the crime, the blight, working on some economic development, more shared services, consolidation. Being able to talk with, Rich, hopefully we'll be able to work together and bring some things for both, the city and the village, and we can bring some things together for everybody and make things, work out, save some money for everybody here.
All right, Mayor Deemy, thank you very much and congratulations. We now send it over to our Jillian Marshall.
All right, we done? Sorry.
Thanks, Perry. As you can see, the Democratic Watch Party is pretty much cleared out, including Democratic candidate Barrett Esworthy. Now, I did talk to him earlier, and he said that he's happy for his opponent and that he still has faith in the community. Now, he also says that he'll continue to work within the village, but he doesn't see himself having a future in politics anytime soon. He says he's going to take some time off and spend some time with his family and his newborn son. Now, he said that he thinks he came out with a really, really strong and different plan for the village. He says that he didn't think voters were actually ready for his plan yet. Now, he might come out for politics in the future, but yeah, like I said, he's not sure if he's going to be doing that anytime soon. Live in Binghamton, Jillian Marshall, WBNG TV, Action News.
All right, Joe, once again, thank you very much. In the race for Tioga County District Attorney, voters in Tioga County, they maintain their record of electing a Republican to the office like they have for hundreds of years. Literally, with all the precincts reporting in Tioga County, which is now typically a slow district to report their numbers, Kirk Martin has beat Frederick Luther by the difference you see there, almost relatively, say 1,400 or so votes. Now, if you will, Kirk Martin served as an assistant district attorney in Tioga County until 2006. That's when he resigned after pleading guilty to reduced DWAI charge. Now, despite his past, Martin has had the full support the entire campaign of Tioga County Sheriff Gary Howard. Martin has practiced criminal law for some 14 years. And he is basing much of his campaign on the work that he has done cooperating with law enforcement to reduce the amount of methamphetamines and other drugs in the Tioga County area. Now, I mentioned that fact at the beginning of this story. A Democrat has not held office, at least for the district attorney in Tioga County, since the Civil War. Again, if you want more election coverage, just head to our website, WBNG.com. For now, let's get a check on your weather. Here's Chief Meteorologist Howard May.
Here's a look at high temperatures today across the area. 24-hour high temperatures in the 50s, except for Montrose, their cool spot 49 there, 52 Owego, 50 in Binghamton and Afton as well, 52 in Norwich, 54 Oneonta, and 54 in Walton. Now, the national picture here shows a pretty significant picture. In fact, the temperature contrast through the nation's midsection, 59 in St. Louis, 36 in Omaha, 23 in Bismarck. Strong storm system with a potent cold front moving into our area over the next 36 hours or so. Details coming up. All
right, Howard, thanks. So to come on Action News at 11, Binghamton police arrested 2 people for the McGatt Street homicide. We have all the details of the murder scene that police described as gruesome and horrific. More on that next.